104.1 KRBE.
Say cheese, everybody.
It is the Roland Ryan Show.
This is awesome.
It's going to be partly cloudy, high 57.
We have a very special guest in our studio today. His name is Bennett, and his mama's name is Brandy. You may have seen them on the news, but if not, we want to share their story with you. Brandy, welcome to the Roland Ryan Show. Hi, Bennett.
Can you say good morning?
He's like all about the phone now.
Yep.
He's all about the phone now.
We call people all the time.
Okay. So Brandy is in our studio, Houston, because she has a very interesting story. I think, obviously we live in Houston, Texas, where we have hundreds of patients in the medical center, thousands of patients in the medical center. Of course, Texas Children's Hospital is full of children who we wish could get better, and they're there to get better. But if you are a parent of a child and you found yourself at Texas Children's Hospital, or your child is sick in any way, this is the situation Brandy was in December of 2011. Bennett now is 3, but tell us what happened in December of 2011, Brandy.
Well, it was almost like he was learning to walk again, and waking up in the morning and having seizures. We went to the doctor, and she sent us to the emergency room. They did a CT of his brain and found fluid on his brain and a tumor in the middle of his brain.
And I know that we were talking off the air with Brandy that you chose to do a different... I mean, look, because they told you at first they should do surgery on Bennett.
Correct. We went from Texas Children's to MD Anderson. MD Anderson wanted to do surgery, and I just didn't think that was the right step for us at that point.
Okay.
So we went back to Texas Children's, started chemo.
Get a little closer to your mic, sweetie, so we can hear you better, Brandy. Sorry.
As soon as we started the chemo, the tumor stopped growing.
That's great.
Okay.
And look, that's a great story so far. We hope that Bennett continues to have good progress, but what you came up with in the process of going through this hell, right, of seeing your child sick, is something that's brought you now to our show, because I think it's a really great thing. Go ahead and explain. Say cheese, everybody. Cheese. We're taking pictures of Bennett while he's on the radio. So how did you come up with helping other kids that are there by giving them bears?
Well, while we were there in the hospital, one of the gifts that Bennett got, because there are all these donations that pour into the hospital at Christmas time.
Sure.
One of the gifts that was given to him was a Build-A-Bear by 2 sisters who had lost a sibling to cancer years before.
Okay.
He didn't let it out of his sight for the next year. And so I told my husband when they left the room that this is something I want to do. I need to give back to these families. Mm-hmm. So that's Bennett's Bears was born at that point.
That's fantastic.
In 2011... Right. Okay. Like last year, it was like 200 bears.
We had 256 bears last year.
Okay.
Wow.
And you get donations, and you were able to purchase these bears at Build-A-Bear.
Correct.
And they're gender-neutral bears, because you don't know if it's going to go to a boy or a girl. And then this year, I know you had 400, but then it got bumped up by media coverage.
Correct. We have 800 bears.
That is
800 bears. Now, somebody's listening right now. How do they get involved? How do they help out?
We've got a website. It's bennettsbears.com, and it's got the information on Bennett and our background story and a link that goes directly to the Build-A-Bear website. One of the great things about this is you're teaching your children. You can take them in there and show them that you can make a bear for another child and give back. They can understand the concept of giving at Christmas.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and it's such a great idea, too, because really, I mean, the joy of a child, even my own kids, when they see a new stuffed animal, they just hug it right away, and they're so excited. What a great concept to give all these kids a Build-A-Bear. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
And you can tailor it any way you want with the clothes you put on it and stuff. And like we said, on the website, you'll see it, bennettsbears.com, which actually is on our Facebook page, too, the KRBE Facebook page. You'll see the link there. It tells you to keep it gender neutral, but, you could make it with any accessories you want, and I think it's really fantastic.
And we're able to give out, whenever we're at the hospital, we'll usually do boy-girl first and get rid of those, and then we'll have the neutrals left. And every child at the hospital at Texas Children's on Monday got a bear.
That is so awesome. I mean, I don't think a lot of people listening can understand the extended stays that some of the kids have at the hospital. And, Rule and I have both been up there. I was fortunate enough to actually get to volunteer at Texas Children's for a while. And what you're doing is so amazing because, they'll never forget that. You just made somebody stay there so much easier.
And these children, they're so resilient. They appreciate everything. And the parents there appreciate it. I can't tell you how many parents cried when we came in that room.
To give a bear. Because you're right. Like you said, Bennett didn't let go of his own bear when he first got it. So you just did that for all those kids. And y'all can keep doing it. The reason we're talking to Brandy today is to bring awareness to what she's decide to do. And this is a year-round thing. Now that your site is up, people can constantly donate the bears, and it can't. I'm kind of seeing, Brandy, that it's not going to be just at Christmas. At some point, you could have so many bears that maybe it'll be 2 times a year. You could Christmas in July or some other.
That's
event.
Absolutely our goal. And next year we're branching out to Austin, and we're doing Dell Children's there.
That is amazing.
Or like birthday bears for kids' birthdays. I mean, you just never know how big this can grow. Make It Go National all just started because somebody gave your child a bear, made him so happy, and we hope that he's on the right track and that you could be clear of this sooner than later, Brandy, because I know it's got to be very hard on you too as a mom.
We've got another year of chemo, but he's handling it like a champ.
He
is.
I mean, he's
amazing.
All over the place. Looks like no problems. Like 3 years old, he's running all over the place. Eric's like babysitting back there.
Eric.
Oh, this kid's strong. It's a strong kid. That door is hard to open.
Yeah.
He just opened that door. That's like 300 pounds.
That is so cute. Well, Brandy, I thank you so much for taking the time to come in here and talk about this. I think it's great what you've done and what you are going to continue to do with your husband. And, prayers for Bennett, for his recovery, for all the kids that are sick, not just at Texas Children's, but all over this city. There are sick kids who can benefit from these bears. And I know that your plans are to spread hospital wide with these bears, the more you get. So again, the website is Bennett's Bears, and Bennett's name is spelled Bennett. So it's Bennett's Bears. Just add an S to that, no apostrophe.com. You can also just go to our KRBE Facebook page and you'll see the link there, and you can donate a Build-A-Bear. And 800 bears already. That's so fantastic.
Thank you for what you're doing. I mean, thank you for having us. If somebody's listening right now and you're on your way, maybe you're stuck in traffic right now and you're a little PO'd, when you get into work, check out the website, and you can you'll feel better about yourself once you do go to the website, I'm sure, and make a difference. And thank you once again.
Bennett's Bears, Bennetts bears.com. You can make a donation there and make a child smile, especially at this time of year. Brandy, your husband Randy, and Bennett have our prayers. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.